Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a Pilates and yoga mix without any props. So as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know below or shoot me a private message. I'm here to answer anything for you. I hope you enjoy. Standing at the front of your mat, as you inhale, hands reach all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, coming into a gentle forward fold, keep those knees nice and soft, relax your head and neck. Let's bring your chin from side to side today. Keep those knees nice and bent so that we have no strain in the hamstring or the back of the knees. Let your head and neck relax down, bring your chin from side to side. And as you inhale, let's start to roll up. Draw your navel in as you do, scooping the belly. Standing one vertebra on top of the next, and then roll the shoulders back and down. Let's do that again. Inhale, hands reach all the way up. Exhale, release into that forward fold. We're going to hold here, so make sure you're comfortable. Knees as bent as you need to. Head and neck relaxed. Chin comes from side to side. Like we're just saying no to any negative energy, any bad toxins that we've got in our body. We're just saying no, and we're draining them out at the top of our head. Let's start to roll up once again. Inhale, engage those abs. Rolling, 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 and shoulders come back and down. Last time here. Inhale, hands reach all the way up. Exhale, gentle forward fold. This time I want you to bend your knees so much that you can plant your hands, step back into a downward dog. Bend one knee at a time here, gently shaking it out. Pressing one heel towards the back of the mat as you bend the opposite knee. Keep the navel drawing in, pushing in through the 5 fingers, being light through your palms. If your wrists are still bothering you, fists or feet, forearms are great options here. Now I want you to keep both legs nice and stable. Keep that core engaged, ribs to pelvis, pelvis to ribs. Inhale here, hi Naya. As you exhale, bend both knees, let your knees hover above the mat. Tighten that core, draw it up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, let the knees hover. Inhale, lift back up. So Pilates breath here, exhaling through the mouth. Don't be scared to hear that breath. Inhale, let's lift back up. 2 more here. Firing up that core, firing up those shoulders, gaining control. 1 more here. Last time, let's hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release the knees down. Nice and wide or close together. Uncurl the toes, hips to heels, child's pose. Stretching it out. Inhale and exhale here. Full breath. As you inhale, rolling the spine up. I want your spine like the wave of an ocean. Hands come underneath of the shoulders, so slide them back a little bit. Then open up into a neutral curve. As you exhale, curl the tailbone, scoop the belly, hips to heels, child's pose, stretch the arms long. Let's roll up again. Inhale, like the wave of the ocean. Let your breath guide that wave. Open to a neutral curve, collarbones widen, ribs to pelvis still. Exhale, curl, scoop, hips to heels, stretch it out. Last time, inhale, rolling up. And exhale, back into child's pose. And I want you to just hold in your child's pose. Let your head and neck relax down. If it feels best, stack one hand on top of another, let your forehead rest on your hands. I want you to set your intention for your class today. Maybe it's to find your breath to calm your mind, or maybe it's to strengthen your body, increase the heart rate. Set that intention, then reach those hands forward. Spread the fingers nice and wide, rolling up, curl the toes under, hips up towards the sky, downward dog. Walk your feet towards your hands, gentle forward fold, rolling up as you inhale. And shoulders back and down. Right leg steps back 1 leg distance. Feet come off at a 45-degree angle, so those toes are saying goodbye to each other. Hands to hips, send those hips down. Let's lift your right heel now. Let's add that pulse if you'd like more. So again, if your intention for your practice today was getting that heart rate increasing, this is where you want to be. If you're wanting to calm your mind down, let's see if you can slow your breath down here. 3, 2, and 1. Right heel lowers. Let's lift that left heel. Again, if your intention was to increase that heart rate, let's add that pulse. See if you can challenge yourself a little bit today. How low can your hips go while you keep that chest lifted and open, trying not to hinge at the hips, leaning forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels come down or both heels lift. Let's sink those hips down a little bit more. Hold here, or we can add that pulse. You've got it. Keep that chest open. Shoulders relaxing away from the ears. Knees pointing in the same direction as the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs. Relax the heels down. Pivot your feet so that they are either slightly pigeon-toed or parallel with one another. Hands to hips, hips come back. Slide your hands down the thighs, coming into your separate leg forward fold. Take an inhale and exhale here. Walk your hands to your left foot, so that front foot. Pivot your feet so you're facing the front of your mat, back heel, so that right heel will lift up. Hips are now square to the front. Front knee is over top of the ankle. Super safety. Inhale, sweep the hands up towards the sky. Biceps are hugging the ears. If your neck is bothering you at all, hands them onto your hips. Soften that back knee. And again, either holding here or let's start to pulse. When we're pulsing, check in with that front knee. It does not come past your toes. 5, 4, 3. Find that breath. 2. Last time. Hold here because you can, because you're strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down to the mat. Plant your hands. Come back to your first plank. Hands, fists, forearms, or your knees. Ribs to pelvis, pelvis to ribs. Navel drawing up towards the ceiling. 5, 4. Find your breath. 3, 2. You've got it. Last time. Inhale, hips lift up towards the sky. Down dog. Give it a little shake out. Then your right foot steps forward, bringing it in between the hands. Engage your abdominals to sweep that right foot forward so that it comes further forward. You might have to scooch it forward more so your knee comes over the ankle. As you inhale, hands sweep up, soften your back leg. Again, either holding here or let's add that pulse. You've got it. Chest is nice and open. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold here because you're strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep those fingertips forward. Plant your fingertips. Step forward, forward fold. Knees are as soft as you need to. Head and neck relaxed. Chin from side to side. Slowly inhale, roll up. Shoulders come back and down. Nice work. So I want you to bring your hands onto your hips here. Roll the shoulders back and down. Shift your weight into the right foot. Left foot is going to hover. Hands come out to the sides, palms facing down. As you exhale, bring that right foot out to the right. Inhale. Exhale, bring it out to the right. While you're doing this, I want you to check in. Look at your toes on that right foot. Make sure your toes are not pointing out to the side. They are pointing straight forward. 5 more. Activating that gluteus medius. 4, 3, 2. Last time here. Beautiful. Now I want you to hold it out to the side. Now draw circles with those arms. Neck is nice and long. No tension in the neck. No holding stress there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Opposite directions with these circles. Activate that gluteus medius a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands sweep up towards the sky. Palms face one another. Big toes touch, heels half an inch apart. Send the hips down. Back and down, so your ribs are to your pelvis, pelvis to your ribs, like you're sitting into a chair that's behind you. Can you sink in a little bit lower? Find that heart rate. Increasing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs, relax the hands. Roll the shoulders back and down. Let's shift your weight into the opposite foot, hands onto your hips to start. So shift your weight into that right foot. Left foot is going to lift, toes pointing forward, not out to the side. As you exhale, we're going to bring it out to the side. Hands come up to shoulder height, palms facing down while we do this. Find the balance. That balance is from your core. Can you lift those Kegel muscles while we're here? Activating that side glute. You've got this. 5, nice slow control. 4, 3, no momentum swinging. 2, last time. Now I want you to lift and hold. You've got this. Now with the arms drawing squares. 5, 4. Activate that gluteus medius a little bit more. Can you do it? Opposite directions with your squares. Long neck, shoulders releasing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down, both hands reach up, palms facing in. Big toes touch, heels half an inch apart. Send those hips back and down. Navel drawing in, ribs to pelvis, pelvis to ribs. Big smile here on your face because chair pose feels amazing. 5, sink deeper. 4, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Fingertips sweep forward, hips lifting up into that forward fold. Again, knees are as soft as you need to. Neck is relaxing, chin from side to side. Can you feel that that heart rate has increased at all? Can you find your body and your mind connecting as one? Nice deep breath here. Bend your knees as much as you need to plant your hands. Step back into a plank. Hands, fists, forearms, knees, wherever your comfort zone is. Find that breath. If you're finding that you have wrist pressure, I want you to push into your fingers more. Be lighter through your palms. Spread those fingers wider. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last breath here. Both knees come down. Press your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose. Inhale, let's roll up. And shoulders come back and down. I want you to find a seated position. Extend those legs out. Pull out any fleshy bits that you have underneath of your sit bones. Slide those feet out to the side. So again, I like to pull out any fleshy bits so that I know my hip flexors are not taking over and I'm not rounding in that lower back. If you find that you are, I want you to roll up the back of your mat, place it underneath of your hips, or you can roll up a sweater or a cushion, whatever feels best. Hands come up to shoulder height, shoulders fall away from the ears, coming into the saw. So no hyperextension in those knees here. Keep a nice micro bend. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, we're going to twist to the left, engage your abdominals. As you exhale, your right hand reaches towards your left foot, does not have to touch by any means, and your left thumb points down towards the ground. Scoop that belly out. Inhale, come back to your twist. Exhale, come directly back through to center. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, left hand reaches towards the right foot, right thumb points down. Inhale, come back to your twist. Exhale, back through to center. So it's like a robot movement, nice and slow, nice and controlled. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, reach. Inhale, twist. Back through to center. We've got one more on each side. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Last side here. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale, back through to center. Relax those hands. Slide those feet in. Again, pulling out any fleshy bits that you have underneath of your sit bones. Bring your hands onto your shoulders. Root your hips down. Lift the crown of the head up towards the sky. We're going to twist to the left and hold here. 5, feel those obliques. 4, 3, crown of the head lifting. And 1, inhale back through to center. Exhale, twist to the right and just hold. 5, 4, feel those side abdominals. 2, and 1, inhale back through to center. Now you can either see this option here, or we're going to twist 5 times to the left, each exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back through to center. Exhale to the right. 5, shoulders down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more on each side. You've got this. Obliques doing this action for you. 3, back through to center. Last side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back through to center. Relax those hands. My favorite, V-sit here. Pull out any fleshy bits. Heels on the mat, toes lift, hands behind the thighs so that we can come into this pose without working those hip flexors as much. Roll the chest nice and open, lean back, ribs to pelvis, pelvis to ribs, but neutral curve in that low back. Now let's walk those feet in. Keep supporting behind the thighs with your hands. Now if you would like more, let's lift the feet so that they are parallel to the floor. Engage those abdominals. If you would like more, hands are releasing to the sides. Now, if you're feeling those hip flexors fire up, I want you to place those feet back down or place those hands behind the thighs because I want your core working here. If you would still like more, let's extend those legs. Find your breath, find your smile. 5, because you've stepped on your mat, be proud. 4, keep breathing, inhale, exhale through the mouth. 3, notice how I'm counting really slowly. 2, last second here. Feet come back down, round the spine, knees to chest. Take a nice deep inhale and then exhale. As you inhale, rolling back up. Exhale, make sure you have enough room behind you to roll down. Curl that tailbone under. So slow, so slow. Hands reach all the way overhead, extend the legs, point the toes. Draw the right knee in towards the chest. You can soften that left knee as much as you need to. Let's just give ourselves a little squeeze here. Breathing into the restriction that you're creating. Both knees come in. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then left knee in, right foot releases. You can keep that soft bend or you can extend it. Now place your right hand at the top of your left shin. Left hand is at the bottom of the left shin. Chest is nice and open. Neck is relaxed. No clenching in your neck or in your jaw. Engage those abdominals, then let your right foot hover above the mat. As you exhale, let's switch sides. Exhale, switch. If you're knowing that you're wanting more of a challenge here and that your hip flexors are not taking over and your neck is not taking over, let's lift that chest. Keeping a fist distance between the chin and the chest. 5, 4. We're going to keep those abs going. 3. We've got 2. Last set here. Keep that left knee in towards the chest the next time it's in. Right leg is still extending. Now you have the option to stay right here with the knee to chest, or you can extend that left leg up towards the ceiling, clasp your hands behind the thigh. Again, if your neck's taking over, place the head and neck down. As you exhale, let's switch. Exhale, switch. Smile here while you're at it. Exhale, switch. You've got it. Fire up those abs, not those hip flexors, not those neck muscles. 4, 3, navel in. Last time. Beautiful. Left leg is lifting up towards the sky, knee to chest. Release that right foot down. You can keep a soft bend in the right knee if that feels better. Clasp your hands around the shin. Take a nice deep breath. Both knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. Switch to the other side. Hands around the right shin. Left leg extends. Nice deep breath. And right leg lifts up towards the ceiling now. Bend your left knee as much as you need to feel comfortable in your hips, that we're going to have stability in our hips. Point your right toe. Draw circles on the ceiling with your right toe. Make sure that left knee is not moving at all. Your hips are not moving at all. And we're keeping that stability by engaging the core. Hands can be beside the thighs, palms facing down if that helps. Keep that neck nice and long. 4, 3, 2, go opposite directions. Really, we're not worried about how big or how fast this movement is. It can be so slow and even small. All we're concerned about here is the stability in the hips. So important. 3, 2, last breath. Beautiful. Then bring that right knee in towards the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Right foot comes down. Left leg lifts up towards the sky. You can extend that right leg as much as you need to so that you have stability in your hips still. Point left toe. Let's draw circles. Again, that right knee is not moving at all. Your hips are not moving at all. And if you're having trouble engaging that core, let's start with our foundational work. So find those Kegel muscles, the muscles that stop you from using the washroom. Squeeze them, tighten them, so that we can find the abdominals easier. 4, 3, 2, Last one, go opposite directions now. You got it. Smile while you're here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug that left knee in. Give yourself a squeeze. Both legs lift up towards the sky. Now, we're going to glue our legs together like a mermaid or a merman's tail, hands beside the thighs. Now we're going to draw circles on the ceiling with your feet glued together like a mermaid's tail, but this time we can rock our hips from side to side, just trying to keep a neutral curve in your low back. So if you feel like you're overarching, I want you to make these circles smaller or use your abdominals more. See if you can find your breath while you're here. Opposite directions now. If you're feeling like those hip flexors are firing up, I want you to stop, work at your own pace, make those circles smaller, engage your abdominals more, find your breath more. 3, 2, last time. And hug both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Place both feet back down onto the floor, hands beside your thighs. Chest is open. Now just in case those hip flexors did fire up, let's open them back up. So curl your tailbone under, lift your hips up, squeeze the back side of the body. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the spine back down. Imprint the low back. Neutral curve. Rolling over onto your right side. Head is relaxing on the upper arm. Body is in one long line parallel with the long edge of the mat. Picking up your top leg to hip height. Draw circles here. 5, 4, 3, 2, opposite directions. Keep those hips stacked. No movement in those hips at all. Keeping it controlled. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold lifted. Exhale, lift just the bottom leg up. Keep that bottom leg lifted, lower leg lowers down. Exhale, lift that bottom leg, inhale, lower. So that top leg is staying completely stable, suspended in space. We're just moving that bottom leg up and down. Meet that top leg, then bring it down to the mat. Lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. 4, 3, 2, last time. Both feet release back down onto the floor. Now I want you to bend your left knee, so that should be your top knee right now. Left hand reaches towards the left foot. See if you can grab a hold of it. Then draw the thighs towards one another so we can get a nice quadricep opening. And maybe even include those hip flexors a little bit by just tilting your hips forward just slightly. Keep those knees in line. Nice deep breath here. Now without slingshotting that left foot, slowly release it. Draw the left knee in towards the left armpit. And wrap your hand around the shin. Give yourself a good squeeze. Now you can either stay here or you can clasp your hand behind the thigh and start to extend that left leg. Or your two-piece fingers can grab that left big toe and then slowly start to extend that left leg up towards the ceiling. Now remember, every body is built differently. So we're born with different size hamstrings, different lengths. So what might feel good for one person won't feel good for the next. So if you want a deep bend in that knee, that's where I want you to stay. Part of yoga and Pilates is just acknowledgement of the body. I want you to breathe into the back side of your body right now. Bend that left knee once again, and then slowly extend both legs. Let's roll on over to the opposite side. So we're rolling onto our left hip, body's in one long line, parallel with the long edge of the mat. Picking up your top leg, let's draw circles here. 5, 4, no movement in those hips, keep it controlled. 3, 2, go opposite directions now. Find your breath here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that top leg stable. So we're not going to move that top leg at all, just the bottom leg. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Find that balance by using your core. You may find that your hips want to rock back and forth. I want you to keep it tight and controlled. 4, 3, 2, last time. Both feet lower back down. Bend the right knee, right hand around the right foot. See if you can grab a hold of it. If you can't, don't worry, a bend in the knee is great too. Then draw those knees towards one another. Hips pressing forward if you'd like that hip flexor stretch as well. Find your breath here, slowing down. Let's inhale and exhale through the nose. Now without slingshotting that right foot, slowly release. Right knee in towards the armpit. Give yourself a nice good squeeze here. Breathe into the restriction that you're creating. Now again, either staying here or clasping behind the thigh or using your 2-piece fingers to grab that big toe, and we can slowly start to extend. Again, listen to your body, know where you are today. Might be different than yesterday, and that's completely fine. And without slingshotting, let's slowly release that leg back down, rolling onto your stomach. Hands come underneath of the shoulders now. Draw those elbows in, tops of the feet are glued onto the mat. Neck is nice and long, shoulders gently reaching towards your hips. Belly button's lifting. As you inhale without pushing into your hands, let's lift your heart. Exhale, slowly release. Inhale, let's lift. Exhale, release. One more, inhale. And exhale. Place your left hand down, and then place your left ear on your left hand. Bend your right knee. See if you can get that heel nice and close to your hip. Then reach the right hand towards the right foot. Draw the thighs towards one another and press your hip flexors into the mat. Just like the quadricep stretch that we just did, but we're now lying down instead of side lying. Find your breath entering into the front side of the body. Now without slingshotting this right foot, slowly release it. Let's come into the other side. So right hand down, right ear on the right hand, bend the left knee. Left hand reaches towards that left foot. Draw the thighs towards one another. Press the hips down. Now without slingshotting that left foot, slowly release it. Both hands come underneath of the shoulders once again. Roll the chest open without pushing into your hands. Let's lift the heart. Now either staying here or bending both knees, bringing your heels nice and close to your hips. Now again, either staying here, no pinching, no crunching in the spine, belly button still lifting. If you'd like more, one hand comes to one foot. See if you're feeling good, then the other hand can come to your other foot. Once you're here, draw the thighs towards one another. You have a mermaid or a merman's tail. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Now, chest is nice and open, neck is in neutral, belly button's lifting. If you'd like more, push your feet into your hands into your feet. Finding that heart, expanding open, expanding the light that's within your heart into the rest of the world. Breathe into this light. Notice that your heart rate might be increasing. Breathe into it. One more breath. And then slowly, without slingshotting, we're lowering down towards the mat, then lowering your feet down towards the mat. Hands underneath of the shoulders. Press back into a all fours position. Give it a little wiggle with the hips. Then walk your hands forward. Hips come in line with the rest of the spine. Let's open up those hips. Bring your hips to the right. Bringing a circle into those hips so your hips come back, then over to the left, then back through the center. Let's do that again, heading to the right, then back, then left, then center. One more time. Right, and back, and left, and center. Hold in your knee down plank, then let's come to the other side. To the left, to the back, to the right, then center. We've got 2 more here. And you can make these circles smaller than I'm doing, as long as they're not too big and you're not arching in the back. You can make them bigger too. Coming back into that knee down plank, hold there. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up towards the sky, down dog. Bend one knee at a time, shake it out. Both knees release back down onto the mat. Hands are underneath of the shoulders, so you might have to slide them back a little bit. Extend your right leg back and lift. Now maybe staying here, or we can bend that right knee so your heel comes nice and close to the hip. Any wrist discomfort, fists are a great option. If you'd like more, your left hand, so the opposite hand, reaches back towards that right foot. See if you can grab a hold. Now, if you were wanting more and your abdominals are tucking in, push your right foot into your left hand. Find your breath here. Finding an opening in your hip and your heart simultaneously. Finding the light break through the barriers of your skin and out into the world. Inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly release both knees, both hands back down. Give it a little shake out. Let's do the other side. Left leg extends back. More of a challenge, let's lift. More of a challenge, bend the left knee. And more, right hand reaches towards the left foot. See if you can grab a hold of it. Don't worry if you can't. Stay where you are today. If you're wanting more, left foot pushes into the right hand. Find that strength between the hand and the foot. Find the heat so that you can open up. You can feel the softness. Can you control your breath? And slowly, without slingshotting, both hands, both knees come back down. Give it a little shake out, find a seated position. Pull out any fleshy bits or sitting on a prop. Hands come up, inhale. Exhale, right hand towards the left thigh, left hand gently behind. Chin is parallel with the floor. Find your breath. Now you may notice that in heart openers, our cardiovascular increases. So this is a great opportunity to slow down your breath. Inhale, both hands reach up. Let's come into the other side. Exhale. Chin is parallel with the floor. And then as you inhale, coming back into a neutral position. Bring your hands onto your lap, bring your palms to face up, thumb and pointer finger come to touch, and close your eyes. And just watch as you inhale and exhale. And I want you to visualize in your mind's eye your heart. Imagine that that heart is in an eggshell. And I want you to find a crack in that eggshell. Notice that the light of your heart peers through that crack. Notice that crack gets bigger and it branches off to more cracks where more light can seep through. Each breath in that you take now, those cracks get bigger and bigger until your heart is shining freely with no restriction. Take a bigger inhale. And as you exhale, exhale any negativity that may have popped into your mind. Let's do that again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let everything go. Last breath here. Inhale deeper. And as you exhale, let it all go. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your palms together to touch at your heart center. Bow your chin towards your chest and thank yourself for stepping onto your mat today, for giving this time for your mind, your body, and your breath to connect as one, and for hopefully staying true to your intention that you set at the beginning of class. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.